Pillar number 4, communicate. Communicate. Right. Oh, sorry. Rules of communication. First rule is when I'm communicating with the kids, as a parent, as a teacher, say it as if you have not said it for the first time, or as if you are saying it for the first time. Say it as if you are saying it for the first time. I'm sure most of us who are married here, especially ladies, how many times, Mama, do you want Mr. Mege to tell you that he loves you? How many times? Can you really say it? Now I'm saturated. I no longer want this message. Every time, isn't it? Even those who are going like this, they want to be told, I love you. You are the most beautiful lady. I love you. Right. Why is that so? Say it as if you are saying it for the first time. But men don't want to tell ladies that they love them. Because they say it's obvious. If you have children, why should I keep on telling you the same thing? But men, you should know that the only way to a woman's heart is through his ears. And the only way to a man's heart is through his, not his stomach, through the eyes. That's why you dress the way you dress. And it's important that you dress nicely even for your man, but this has nothing to do with Right. Even Coca-Cola is still advertising. Coca-Cola has been there for a long time. It's still advertising. It has billboards all over advertising Coca-Cola. Everyone here has tested Coca-Cola. But Coca-Cola is still what? It's because it is based on this principle. Say it as if you are saying it for the first time. So in other words, ladies and gentlemen, when we are teaching, let's develop the concept. Let's revise. Because without doing that, it will be difficult, especially with mathematics. That subject, if you are not very careful, you find your kids failing every year after year. It's because sometimes you take it for granted that these kids, they know fractions. Last week, I was testing them. One has 1/2. Half of the class could not get the answer. It's because when we are teaching, we assume they know, yet they don't know. And don't look to say, who was teaching this class last year? Please leave that teacher alone. He did his and her part. I also was one of the teachers who was fond of saying, but who was teaching this class? Hey, I have since grown up. I am now not going to say, I'll just teach and forget about what they learned. Develop, start from there and move forward. I'm telling you with mathematics, if you, like for instance, when I'm teaching them, before I teach them addition of fractions, division and so forth, I want to find out whether they really know. Do they understand the concept fraction? What is a fraction? Most of the students, they will tell you it's 1/2. Is that a fraction? No, it's not a fraction. It's an example of a fraction. So they need to know what a fraction is. So you have to teach them like you have never taught them before. Do they understand area? What is area? Most of them will tell you area is length times width. Is that area? Is that area? So develop the concept. If you don't, they will fail. I remember there was a time when some few years ago, when somebody came here, he had a double master's in maths. And then I was told, Mr. Enen, we are giving mathematics to someone who is more qualified than you. Oh, God, okay, fine. He taught the class. One term, just one term. The results started going down, and going down. I was called to the office. I found a couple of parents who were making a lot of noise. Why did you remove Mr. Enen? I'm not saying I'm a good teacher. No, far from it. But what I'm saying, maybe that teacher was not going backwards and forward, revising, going forward. Actually, what I really noticed was that he was teaching fractions almost into whole term. No revision. The learning aids will come, they were big, full of cardboard boxes, but the principle is say it as if you are saying it for the first thing. Yeah. Number two, actually, this guy, Winston Churchill, says, play the game many times until you can't afford to lose it. Only then do you master the game. And I also like the words of Bruce Lee. He said, I don't fear a man who practices 10,000 kicks once, but I fear a man who practices one kick 10,000 times. Then that person will have mastered what he'll be doing. I also like the words of Zig Ziglar. He's one of the best writers, best motivator of all times. He says, learning is the mother of all, a repetition is the mother of all learning, the father of all action, and the accomplishment of all, the architect of all accomplishment. So in other words, we have to repeat it again and again. And then, rule number 2 for communication, lower your tone. Lower your, special ladies, lower your. I'm not trying to be dogmatic here, but in most cases, people who shout are the ladies. We had one that we were sharing a flat with. Hey, was Matata. He had a child called Daguzwa. Daguzwa, hey! Dagurwa iwe. Wakukwatura nasikuya kulewe. Lower your tone. Or still go to Daguzwa instead of shouting at the top of your voice. Go to Daguzwa. So, let's say the child has not done homework. Even if you shout, does the homework come? You know, now I am very smart, Mr. Dangariso. Yes. When the child does not write homework, there's a book where I record. But write your name, give us the reason why you didn't write the homework. Simple. That was shouting and sweating. Hey, you just get your BP, that's all. Right? The reason why you didn't write your homework, the date, the homework that was not written. If you do that 3 times, I phone the parents. Your child is not doing homework, I've done my part. Instead of shouting and shouting, sugar, and other stuff. Because someone says, raise your words, not your voice. It is not thunder that makes plants grow, but it is the rain. And you don't need a long fire to burn a long snake. There's no need for you to speak. And then rule number 3, address the issue. Don't make it personal. Address the issue. Don't make it personal. A child comes to you, he has not written homework. Maybe this child is Likwa. Likwa, where's my homework? What is wrong with your head? There's nothing wrong with Likwa's head, but there's something wrong with the homework. Address the homework problem and leave the child. There's nothing wrong. If that child was operating at your level, he would be here with us as a teacher. He's operating at her level or his level. So leave her head, address the homework that is not written.